everyone! If you're somebody who just started your journey in aroma oils and you want to start using them in your daily lives, please watch this video because today I'm going to talk about some basic facts about aroma oils and the things you should watch out when you're using aroma oils. And just a heads up, there are going to be a lot of words and it's not going to be visually pleasant because I'm going to upload this PowerPoint slides online and I want you to be able to access them without watching this video. All of the things that I'm going to say today are very, very important, so I hope you know this by heart. So first of all, what are essential oils? Essential oils are a highly concentrated liquid extracted from various parts of plants, such as stems, roots, flowers, fruits, and fruit peels, using methods like steam distillation and others. And if you're not sure what steam distillation means, and you're curious more about how aroma oils are made, I will explain this in great detail in future videos that talk about the science behind aroma oils. And when I say aroma oils, people usually think of like coconut oils or olive oils and think about the oils we use for cooking. But essential oils are very, very different from the oils that we are used to. Essential oils are not oily or viscous substances. They are nearly colorless and easily blend with other types of oils and do not readily dissolve in water. Finally, plants release substances that we use to make essential oils to deter viruses, defend themselves from predators, or attract pollinators. And this is why these aroma oils have such great health benefits that help us defend ourselves from bacteria and germs and also promote various health effects that I will, of course, deal in great detail in future videos. Okay, so to show you how aroma oils look like, I'll give you an example. This is rosemary oil. And if you see right here, you can see little droplets. So you can see that's kind of like water. It's not actually that oily or viscous. And just to show you, it's transparent. Some oils are more thick and some oils are more light, and I'll explain why that is that way. And some oils even have color, but most of them are transparent like this. And on your body, make sure that the aroma oils are about 1 to 3% of the total liquid that you use. You can also use aroma oils for baths. If you take a bath, you can put 5 to 8 drops of aroma oils in your bathtub, depending on how much water you have. If you just want to take a simple foot bath, 2 to 3 drops is also sufficient. And there's no hard and strict rule for this. Really, it's just up to you. But make sure that you don't put in too much. Always remember that even a single drop of aroma oils can have a very, very strong effect. You can also use it, to obviously smell the scent of it. This also has a lot of health benefits and is also great for your mental health as well. You can put 1 to 6 drops of aroma oils in your diffuser, and you could also put 2 to 3 drops on your hands, put it near your nose, and inhale it. Again, make sure that you don't put it too close to your eyes because it can make your eyes sting. There are also some oils that are edible that are appropriate for intake. And for those oils, you can put 1 to 2 drops in your tea. For instance, you can enjoy a drop of chamomile tea or a lavender tea made with lavender oil or chamomile oil. You can also use it for cooking. Put 1 to 2 drops in when you're cooking, and it will really enhance the taste of your meals. For instance, I like to use black pepper oil or ginger oil when I cook. Now, some of you may ask, okay, so does that mean that all ginger oils and black pepper oils are edible? That's not true. It's not really about the type of oil. It's more about how the manufacturer makes the oil. And really, you have to make sure that the oil that you buy is edible. Most oils, I think, and most manufacturers don't create oils that are edible, but there are a few oils and few manufacturers that do create oils that are safe for intake. But you need to pay close attention to the instructions before you use them. Also, when you use oils for health purposes or as medicine, you can also use veggie capsules. So what you can do is put 1 to 2 drops inside these capsules and you can just swallow it. If you don't like the taste of the oil, that is a good way to eat it. And also, it really heightens the benefits and the effects of the oil. So if you're taking it for medical purposes, I actually recommend taking it through veggie capsules. But always be careful. Make sure that the oil is edible, of course, and always consult with a health professional before using it. If you have an existing illness or disease, be extra careful and make sure that these oils do not conflict with other, medications that you take or create any health effects that may be detrimental to you. When you buy essential oils, choose a reputable manufacturer and verify the country of origin, scientific name, plant part, and production location. I want to emphasize the scientific name part. Sometimes there are 3 or 4 different types of lavender oil, or 3 or 4 different types of oil that we know because they have specific scientific categories. In that case, you need to take a look at the Latin name, the original name, and make sure that this is the oil that you're looking for. I'll tell you more about the details in future videos. Oil stored in a transparent bottle should be avoided. If it smells like alcohol, it can be considered as mixed with ethanol, which is not appropriate for usage. Finally, make sure expensive oils like jasmine oils, rose oils, or melissa oils are not mixed with other substances. Generally, not always, but generally, flower oils are very expensive because it takes a lot of flowers to make a single drop of oil. But if you find something that's very cheap, then you should check again and make sure that the oils are not mixed with other substances. So let's move on to some other things that you should be aware of. You should always use oils that are consisted of 100% natural ingredients. Test the oils before you apply them. You have to go through something called a patch test so that you make sure that you don't have any allergic reactions to the oils. And I'll give you an example of how you can do patch tests in a minute. Finally, dilute the oils before usage or use very small amounts. I cannot emphasize this enough, but a single drop of oil has a very strong effect both on your mind and your body. So you should dilute it with other carrier oils or use very small amounts. If you're not sure what carrier oils are or what types of carrier oils there are in the market, I will upload a video that talks especially about carrier oils to help you decide which one to use. But for now, just remember that you need to dilute the oils or use like 1 to 2 drops per usage. Very small amounts is sufficient. There are many different ways to do the patch test, but what I like to do is I like to drop a few drops of aroma oil on the inner part of my arm, right here, and leave it for about like 2 hours, and if you can, the best would be up to 24 hours, but I think 2 hours is sufficient. If you have allergic reactions, if you feel itchy or if it hurts, that means that you really have to dilute the oil. And some people have very sensitive skin. So if you're somebody who has really sensitive skin, I recommend doing the patch test with diluted oil instead of the actual oil itself. Also, some oils are very strong, so you shouldn't even do a patch test with it. I'll explain to you what oils there are. To give you an example, oregano oil is very powerful and therefore may hurt you. Even a few drops could actually hurt your skin. So I would watch out of those oils. Also, consult with a doctor or a certified aromatherapist before using. Be aware of photosensitivity. What I mean by this is that some aroma oils are very sensitive to sunlight. It may even change their color. For instance, citrus oils. If you put citrus oils on your skin and then you go out and under the sun, it will change color and your skin will become dark. So be careful of that. Be extra careful when applying it to children or elders or even pets. So again, a single drop of oil has a very strong effect, which means that it will have an even stronger effect to children or elders. There are some oils that are very safe, so it's okay to apply it to children or elders. And there are some oils that are very strong, so you should never use to people who have a weak body. In that case, you should be mindful and you should always dilute the oil before using it. Finally, storing oils. Direct sunlight can make the oils evaporate, so they should be stored in amber or cobalt blue glass bottles and kept in a well-ventilated, shaded area. Don't store oils in humid places such as bathrooms. The best place to store oils is a place with minimal temperature fluctuations and a range of 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. Do not store oils in plastic containers, as some essential oil components can be absorbed by or even dissolve the plastic. Also, store them out of reach of pets and children because a drop of oil can have even a strong effect on pets and children. So to just give you a few examples of the different containers that can be used, I brought a few containers. This is called a roll-on, and it's very effective because I can put a few drops of aroma oil, dilute it with carrier oil, and just roll it on the body part that I want to put the scent on. This is really convenient to carry around, so I usually use this when I make perfumes. And I love to mix, different mixtures. It's really good for testing if good perfumes have been made or not. Another, container that I use is this one. This one is smaller and it allows me to actually drop a few drops of aroma oil exactly on the body part that I want it to be applied on. So I usually use this without diluting it, and this is used when I'm using a mixture of different aroma oils. I usually use this bottle, when I'm applying the aroma oil to a specific part of my body for medical purposes. But obviously you can use it for any kind of purpose you want. Most essential oils are sold in this kind of container where it's easy to drop a few droplets. So if you buy essential oils, it's most likely to be in a container that looks like this. And I hope you noticed, but all of the containers are not transparent. They're very dark. And this is purposely done to protect the aroma oils from sunlight. As I mentioned before, some oils are very sensitive to sunlight because sunlight might change the color or the properties of the oil. So wherever you put your oils, it's very important that you put them in containers that protect the oils from sunlight. Of course, this does not apply to carrier oils such as sunflower oil or other types of carrier oils because carrier oils are usually not sensitive to sunlight. These rules and regulations regarding sunlight apply to mostly essential oils themselves, especially citrus oils. I hope you enjoyed today's video on aroma oils and how you can use them. These fundamental basic facts are crucial when you're understanding how to use aroma oils. In future videos, I'll show you how you can use it for medical purposes, how you can make things using aroma oil, scientific facts behind it. Stay tuned for the next video, and if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe.